What's up, guys? So in this video today, we're going to cover a kind of up-and-coming program called Major League Profits. It basically is a online coaching program that teaches you how to take sports cards and flip them for profit. It's pretty cool, definitely unique to say the least. But it's led by a guy named Eric Michael, who we will go over today as well. First, let's go ahead and dive into some pros and cons. Some pros is that they are focusing on an organic following, which obviously I very much appreciate. Too many gurus out here running ads to saturated offers. Flipping cards can also be a great side hustle. You can make money with it. And there's low overhead costs involved as well. It's not like you have crazy monthly expenses to deal with. You're just kind of like buying a card, which would be your first overhead, flipping it, taking those profits or taking that revenue generated plus the profit, reinvesting into another card and just like stacking your cash that way. You're not gonna have to worry about crazy inventory. In fact, actually, it's funny that I mentioned that. I wasn't even planning on it, but on their website, they actually talk about their story of how they tried e-commerce, right? And they had a whole bunch of mistakes with it. So this was their personal alternative that they found success in. Moving back to this, some cons. The price isn't disclosed on the front end, and that's kind of one of the complaints. Well, not directly a complaint, but the price charged is a complaint that people have had on Trustpilot, which we'll take a look at later. And it doesn't really make sense as a full-time income model. Like, it doesn't really have that potential, so to speak. If we go over to the Instagram page that they have, they're posting helpful content. And sure, 782 followers isn't anything crazy. But for just like sports cards, and just having started out like this page not all that long ago and stuff, I think it's at least something. Now, most of their marketing definitely happens on YouTube. He has 11,700 and change subscribers, 451 videos, and these view counts line up. They are like legit. Obviously, some videos do better than others, but he is clearly providing a lot of value up front for free, and he's not pumping his brand up through fake views and stuff like that, which, guys, like I said, I'll always appreciate. We go over to Social Blade. You can see he reached 38,000 views over the last 30 days, which is awesome. Congrats to you, just building something up organically from scratch. Now, there's nothing really on Reddit about them, but for Trustpilot, you can see they have 150 reviews, which is modest, but definitely more than some programs out there for sure, and a 4.7 rating. Now, most of the reviews are detailed, and they are kind, like just lots of good things to say about the program and everything. And I like that there are details to the program. I mean, sure, this one seems kind of short and generic, but other than that, pretty positive reviews. One critique that I do have is basically how they respond to the reviews. So this person says they charged them $800 while telling me there was $4,900 of free money available without disclosing it. Was a gambling scam. After I discovered the scam, I immediately requested a refund. He has since ghosted me. After months, he sent me an email saying he would offer me a 50% refund, saying that he understands that I might not be entirely satisfied. Yet he has not responded to one message, call, or email regarding this matter. His only response is to these reviews. He has attempted unsuccessfully to have them removed. Mind you, I have not used the program or any of his services since discovering the scam. He ultimately lies about his business, makes up price points, and when he lies and discrepancies are discovered, he doesn't even respond. And all that they had for the feedback was just this kind of almost copy and paste response. It didn't really address anything, unfortunately. And that's how a lot of these responses look. Speaks to free money again through arbitrage gambling. Let me just make sure it's not the same. Okay, so this is the same person complaining, so we won't redo that. I signed up for the program, paid the $5,000. The guarantee. Now let me see the dates here. Interesting. So this guy only paid $5,000. This guy paid $8,800, but this guy joined before this guy, seemingly anyway. And they're just short responses. They're not really, meaningfully addressing anything, which I think kind of sucks. So, Eric, if you're watching this by chance, well, looks like here, that's something. So I would just say, see if you can address these more, at least on the front end, publicly, so when people are looking, it looks like you're acknowledging how the person's feeling. That said, it's do I think this is something worth joining? Honestly, I have lots of friends that are into sports, and some of them could probably make a good chunk of money doing this on the side. And that I really want to specify on the side, because you're not going to constantly be able to buy this card and immediately flip it the next day. You're going to have to buy it, hold it for a while, let the value rise up, and then sell it. So it would take a lot of time and energy to make it a full-time income if it's even possible for you to do so. If not, I believe it's just not, I think it could be a good side hustle for sure. If you're flipping 2, 3, 4, 5 cards a month, something like that, I feel like those are reasonable numbers. You can make an extra couple $100, maybe an extra $1,000, $2,000 a month, probably. Not terrible, right? That's a decent amount of extra income. That said, if you're looking for something that has full-time potential, full-time income potential, then I would say take a look at this thing that I work on called local lead generation. Basically, I have a whole bunch of sites like this, and what I do is I go into a town, this was just my old hometown. I was like, hey, I'll just try out this strategy here. And it worked. It worked for me. So maybe it could work for you too. So basically, I decided to build this site, and to this day, 5 years later, still have it ranked number 1 right here above the map pack. So anytime there's basically a storm in the town or somebody needs a tree removed, they call this website. It gets forwarded off to a contractor. Contractor takes the job, fulfills the job, and then I get paid. So these sites generally anywhere between $500 to $2,000 a month. And what I would say is mostly passive income. Sure, occasionally I've had to change out this number, but I haven't had to change the content on the site. I haven't had to change the way that the site looks or operates in any kind of way in about 5 years. And I have a whole bunch of these sites. Just last month or 2 months ago now, I finished building another website down in an area in Florida. Maybe I'll show it on this channel eventually. But that one's already at the bottom of page 1 after just 1 or 2 months of being live. So it's really cool to see this stuff happen. It's really cool when your phone starts going off and you've got to go find a contractor. Kind of like me the other day when my phone was ringing off the hook. I had to hurry up and get those forwarded to somebody else. But that's what I do. So if you guys are interested, if you guys want to learn more about it in a longer form, go ahead, check out this link. I've got the link for it down in the description below. This page answers all the questions you could possibly have, including price and how much everything costs. So if you guys want to check that out, go for it. If you found this video helpful in any kind of way, go ahead and give me a like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.